Gather around, island lovers. It's Demi and Jasmine with your Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island.
Happy Monday, everybody. Tonight we are recapping episode 42 and 43. Basically, the whole synopsis of these two episodes are Casey, Claudia, and Rosie.
Yeah.
So we're like kind of dealing with Claudia upset over the recoupling. So that's where we're at right now. And she's upset and Casey doesn't care. And
No.
that just describes everything going forward.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole synopsis of the two episodes.
Right.
I think Casey only cares about looking like a prick.
Right.
But Claudia's ego's hurt. She likes Casey. She doesn't want to see Casey get on with a different girl. She doesn't care to be with the new guy.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I wish she just like embraced that a little bit more because it could have been a good distraction. Like even like
the new guy?
Yeah. Like,
I know. I really like him. Keenan?
Yeah, he's sweet. I like him too.
And he's being a good friend right now. Like
yeah.
he's putting his like pining aside or wanting to make it a thing by just being there for her. And I feel like that's a really good angle to play.
It's also like a confident angle. Like he's not letting his ego get bruised. He's being like, yeah, no, like we could be friends.
He's like let her get over this little boy and let her come to me when she's ready. Like, Okay, Rosie, how do you feel about her?
Nothing. Like, I don't like her, but I don't.
It's like she's giving.
I don't dislike her.
Here's the thing. Is she giving like mean girl vibe because all of them are mean girls to her?
I don't.
And it's like it's a, what's it called?
Like reflex?
Yeah, like a survival mode.
Yeah, coping mechanism.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think the girls are welcoming her with open arms. So I think it's got to be hard to be like so nice and girly. So I'm sure that's part of it. Also, I think her eyes are set, laser focused on Casey. And I think now she's like, well, I want to win.
Oh, yeah, totally. And she ends up sleeping on the daybed, which I understand. Like, you need a moment, go outside. Aren't there couches and shit? They can just like go downstairs and go on the couch. Like, why do you choose outside?
I think Tanya and Shaq are staying downstairs now because there's not enough beds upstairs.
But wouldn't you choose the hard couch indoors?
Yeah, I would. I wonder I wonder if it's AC though.
Oh, can you imagine? I do feel like they always go to sleep like with
sweaters.
They go to sleep like in tanks and then they wake up in sweaters. So I feel like it does get colder like throughout the night.
Right.
These are weird things that I observe.
Yeah, no, I think about that too.
Right?
Yeah, because I'm like, sleep in a sweatshirt could never be me. Such a hot sleeper. But also,
Ew,
I thought it was like kind of like a bit much to go sleep in the daybed. Like you're just in a comfy bed next to like a nice guy that you just met. Like you're okay. You can just get in the fetal position.
But to me, I'm like a runner and a hider. I'm like I need to be alone. And to be around all those people, I'd be like, that's the only place I could be alone. I actually probably would go sleep on the daybed.
Maybe it was more like she just didn't even want to like see Casey.
That's what I'm thinking.
Her.
Yeah. And she basically cries that whole episode. And Casey's like in this headband we wore in the Y2K. Like, what are we doing with that thing? Did you notice? You know that thing? You know the
the squiggles? Yeah.
Oh my God, I was dying. And then I think Ron's talking about Lana, which Ron and Lana, I'm still getting like weird platonic vibes, but yeah, I'm not buying it. I think they're two people that would never have met or chatted in the real world. I think they're just like stuck in a house and they connect to each other. You know? I'm not buying that this is real.
No.
I am for Lana, but like I'm not for Ron.
I'm definitely for Lana.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I think Ron now it's just like all for the show.
I know, I can't tell.
I think he like likes Lana a little bit, just not enough. I don't think this is his like, but he's never had a girlfriend before.
Right. For her to be the first girlfriend is like, like why not? Two,
it's a little performative, don't you think?
Like I think he does like her in the sense that he likes her most out of everybody there.
Yes.
And she was the best option for him there.
Totally agree.
And I do believe he probably thinks that she's amazing and perfect and whatever the words that he said, but I do think when he gets out of the villa, the true colors are going to start showing. So that's what I'm thinking of that.
Yeah. I don't think he has a bad word to say about Lana. I don't think he's like, infatuated with her. Like, you know, when a guy is like obsessed with a
like
girl.
Tom and Sammy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You get that feeling when you see them.
Right.
I just see like, and when they kiss, it gives me like weird brother sister vibes. Like I'm like, don't kiss. Like,
and also they look too similar.
I know.
Yeah, that's also.
But most people who like look similar kind of gravitate toward each other. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I feel like me and Mike look similar.
And you kind of morph into the person you're dating a little bit.
That's true. So I was saying this with Ron because I feel like even when Ron still talks about Lana, like Casey like shuts down a little bit. Like I really think it triggers Casey. I can like see, I really pay attention to him when he talks and he's either just zoned out or when Ron was telling all the guys that he got in a relationship, like Casey's foot was moving really, really fast. Like you can tell that was like a nervous twitch. Like I think it bothers him. And I think if they were together, Casey and Lana, they would have won the show.
Yeah, I do too.
They would have won.
I think like that's what I mean, like that genuine like Casey had like a genuine like for Lana, and it's just like hard. I don't see that in Ron.
So with I feel like she had the genuine like to Casey too, like Lana did.
Yeah,
I feel like they genuinely clicked.
Yeah,
and then she just like, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I mean, you want the guy to like you, and you can't. And like Casey came a little too easy. And
so true, and that was the problem.
Yeah. Like, if it was Casey and Lana first day versus Ron and Lana first day, I don't think Lana would have been pulled away from Casey for Ron if Ron came in later. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa.
I think for her, it was like, because she was with Ron first, and then Ron kind of was like left. She wants that. Like, she wants that chase.
Totally. You want to be the girl that he kept coming back to. Like, yeah, like he kept trying to find him, and then she got him in the end. Mm-hmm. So that is a victorious moment for her.
And that feels good.
Totally. And then all the girls are in the dressing room, and Rosie says that she didn't see a sexual chemistry with Casey and Claudia. And I could tell Sammy's face. The way it's like, do I hate Sammy for turning around and telling, or do I respect it?
I respect it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, because like Claudia's supposed to be your good friend in there. So if I would want someone to tell me that.
Yeah.
And the way Claudia handled it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
It's just like, it's hard because Rosie's the new girl and has no one to back her. So that's just kind of hard. Like, I wish Sammy was like, I'm going to tell Claudia you said that, just because I think she has a right to know what people think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I wish it was done in a different way. Like, I don't know. Sammy is kind of always doing that, though.
She's kind of a pot stirrer.
Yeah, she is a pot stirrer. But I don't know, when Sammy does it, I like low-key respect it.
I know. Because it's coming out of not drama. It's just coming out of like, don't wrong anybody. Like, don't wrong me. Don't wrong my friends. It's protectiveness, I feel like. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like wanting you to get called out for your shit.
Right. And also it was like, Claudia's like, can I say something to her? And Sammy's like, yeah, say something. I don't care. That's a good friend.
Totally.
Like, that's a good friend coming to you, telling you something, and then being like, yeah, you can go bring it up. Not like the friend that's like, no, don't tell her I said anything.
And Claudia
get in trouble, because she's like owning up to it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So I like that because she takes accountability for it.
Agreed. Like if Rosie went up to Sammy wouldn't be an Olivia in that situation. She would be like, you're right. Like, I mean, I just thought it was wrong. So I told my friend. Like, she would be like she would own up to that mistake or whatever.
And considering when Claudia did go up to Rosie, I think Claudia handled it in a nice way. Like,
totally.
So I was like, okay, no, I think that was for the best, actually. Like, Claudia needs to start opening her eyes. Like,
exactly.
Rosie's watching this as a viewer and she doesn't see chemistry between you two. There's a reason for that.
Totally. Yeah, I thought that conversation was really good. And then we go to Saints versus Sinners game. And really, like, the only thing I got cringy out of that whole game was that Claudia went for Casey. Like, it was kind of like you were already feeling a little like
totally rejected. I wish she went for the new guy. I'm like, make him feel jealous.
Totally. Like
he's making you feel jealous. You should do the same. And that's an easy scapegoat. Like, oh, he's the new guy. I want to see if there was a spark. Like, I just don't understand. Don't give Casey that satisfaction. And Casey, every time Claudia comes on to him, like, he's getting the ick. Like, when she kissed him, you could tell because he was
desperado.
Like, he was not leaning into it. He was leaning back. He did not. I was like, it did not look like he wanted to kiss her. And like, ouch, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I'm like loving Kai and Sanam. Like, I just think they're like my winners.
They're cutie. Yeah.
They're really, I just love them.
And they just do their own thing.
And that whole game really did look like a blast. Like, I think they were really having a lot of fun. Like, everyone was laughing and it was making me smile. So I feel like that was a good icebreaker for everybody there. And then I was saying that Keenan is giving Thomas Shelby vibes from Peaky Blinders. Did you ever watch that? Oh, I feel like you would love that.
I know. Everyone says it's good. Clark watched all of it without me.
Oh, okay. So there's actually no point then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's giving off that vibe.
Wait, the new guy?
Yeah. Okay. And I just say, like,
do you think it's the haircut? Because I've seen the Peaky Blinders guy. Are you talking about the guy with the really blue eyes?
Yes.
Yeah, like I seen him like on Netflix. When I scroll, I like see pictures of him. Yes, and stuff.
I think it might be the haircut.
Yeah, right? It's giving.
It totally is, actually. And I like how genuine he's being. He's playing it cool.
Yeah, and he's a nice guy. I like him.
And then again, the same shit we dealt with this one. Casey needs to rip off the Band-Aid. Because to Claudia's defense from this episode, like, he really wasn't contemplating it. Like, he knew. And we all knew he knew.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why he was trying to hold on to it. Like, was he trying to convince himself? Because then when him and Claudia have the talk, he's like, I really was trying to figure out. And I genuinely think he was trying to, I don't know, maybe protect her for not making the decision too quick.
I think he was trying to figure out how to tell her. Like, I don't think he had any intention of, like, he wasn't deciding between the two. As soon as Rosie walked in, it was done for Claudia. But I think Casey's a player, but I think he is, like, a genuine nice guy. Like, he doesn't want to look like a dick. Like, I know the guy Casey is. Like, he's a ghoster in real life. Like, he never wants to, like, be the guy to, like, dump the girl. He feels bad. He feels like he doesn't know how to have the conversation for himself. So I think he was just trying to buy himself time. Like, oh, I'm deciding. Maybe hoping Claudia would, like, see herself out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, the easy way out.
Exactly. He was looking for a way out, but he didn't know how to go about it. And, like, if it was me and I was Claudia, I would have been like, I'm not going to be involved in a triangle. I'll see myself out. Like, I would never I wouldn't be like, I want to hear from you. Like, she was like, I just want to hear his decision. It's like, Claudia, his decision's made and you knew it, though.
I know.
So why didn't you just, like, see yourself out of it? Because she knew it. She did. And she said it in the episode tonight. And I just wish, like, for her, like, ego, she did that. But
totally. But it's kind of so hard. It's like, you kind of honestly need that closure. You need that, like, ending. Okay. What if you, like, walked away and then you were like, did I make a mistake? And now you're, like, full of, like, regret, or, like, maybe now it's like, just rip the Band-Aid off and just tell her you're being too nice and it's hurting everybody in the end.
Yeah. It's like, you think you're being nice, but you're being a coward.
You're hurting someone by trying to be nice.
Yes.
Like, people pleasers.
Exactly.
No offense if you're one of them.
I am, so I get it.
And Ron and Lana make it official. It is sweet the way he talks about her. And I'm trying to go back to the days in the beginning of days when we were, like, obsessed with Ron. Remember those days?
Yeah.
It's like, should we just try to forget?
Honestly, we should watch our first episode and, like, maybe it'll, like, spark some nice feelings.
So true. That'll be
because we loved Ron. Was her top guy.
So I think the consensus of our punishment is wearing I Love Ron shirts on the next one.
Okay, like, fair.
Yeah, I'll make them cute.
Yeah. Fashion school. I was trying to, like, think of the word degree.
Drama. And then tonight we start off the episode with Casey, Claudia, and Rosie. And then for 20 minutes, I think. And then it was Snog, Marry, Pie. And I have nothing to say about the 20 minutes that happened.
I was, like, literally about to start reading my book. Like, I was like, I just can't. It's the same conversation regurgitated. Like, Rosie knows Casey's gonna choose her, basically. She knows she's winning. Claudia is being sad and mopey and, like, still chasing Casey. And Casey's just, like, wishing he could send it's not you, it's me text. Like, he is wishing. He is, like, praying to the gods.
So
like, you're too good for me.
It's me.
I don't deserve you. You're too good for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of those, like, cop-outs. Like, he's just looking for a cop-out so badly.
So true.
And then Snog, Marry, Pie comes, and I don't even know. I think he's like, dang, because now I have to, like, make a declaration, A. And B, he must know he was getting pied.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll discuss the highlights. So, basically, for the boys, Claudia gets picked a lot, and Sammy got pied a lot.
I think Sammy is such a laid back girl that they're like, oh, this is one girl that's not going to get like mad.
True. And they don't want drama.
She seems like she's like friends with all the boys.
That makes sense. Okay.
So that was my take on it. Because you know how usually they like pie the most annoying girl? Like in any other season, they would have pied Olivia the most because she's the most annoying girl.
Yeah.
But like this season, the boys are just, they got the life beat out of them by those girls. And they're like, so I'm just going to go the easy route.
Oh my God, you're absolutely right. And I love that Kai like really could not be bothered.
I love that for Kai.
Me too. He did. They're like, oh, he's going to go for Olivia. It's like, he doesn't care. And like, he genuinely doesn't care.
And someone's like, if he doesn't go for Olivia, it's a cop-out. For what? Everyone knows that they can't stand each other.
I know. It actually made him look amazing because
I think he's coming out on top.
You couldn't. If someone told me that, I would never believe them.
No, Kai.
Hating on Kai.
And we were like, Kai, if it was up to us, Kai would have never lasted like past week 3.
Oh my God, it's so true.
So it's crazy.
Some things
you
work
can't
out
listen
the way.
to us always.
No, we can't.
Just 90% of the time.
And yeah, I don't know. I would not do well getting pied. Like, I'd feel like a mug. Like, and
it feels like they always say it stinks. I'm like, what is it?
Oh my God, then you have to like sit around in the pool with the fucking shit on your face.
Why don't they let them jump in the pool?
I don't know. I always wonder that. Like, they come back from the competition with like paint all over them and they're just sitting around with paint. I would feel so disgusting.
And they don't let them shower. Like, I wouldn't last a day in that because I need a shower. Like,
I would go in the pool. Like, it's so weird.
Right.
Why aren't they allowed to do that?
Right. I would like splash myself from the pool. Like, they have to sit with that cream stuff. It's disgusting.
Ew, my skin would be so bad there.
The one competition that I hope they don't do this year, they haven't done it yet, is like when the baby bird competition, when they have to like put the food.
I just thought about that.
I literally fast forwarded. It's so disgusting. Like,
it is repulsive. Like, it's actually like unsanitary. Like,
no, like that's not even a joke. Like I have this sympathetic gag reflex and but honestly, they make them sit in that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's inhumane. It's inhumane. Oh my God, I can't even think about that.
Basically, the synopsis is Casey snogs Rosie, and then I don't like they're being a little too mean girl now. Like, and no one clapped, and they're like, she's like, you can at least clap for me, girls. Like,
oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was they're being very mean girl, and I'm not fucking with that. And I'm really feeling sorry. I feel bad for Casey. Like, he's getting it really bad. Like, everybody pied him. And then we pan to the conversation of him, Tom, and Will. Like, and I get where he was coming from. Like,
oh yeah, how did you feel about that?
Through the ringer.
And your friends couldn't even
and they're choosing the girl.
And what the thing is, they're throwing fuel to the fire. They're like making all this valid.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, it kind of looks like you don't agree with Casey.
But when you talk to Casey, you're like, yeah, man, I can tell it's Rosie.
Exactly.
Like, you have a connection with her, and that's fine. Like, people are allowed to change their minds. Claudia and Casey haven't been together for the whole time. Like, there's one of the newer ones aside from the people from like. That brought people back from the villa. But I would like to know if a guy, even Ron, honestly, and like, I hope I don't eat my words because I'm about to say something nice. But, well, not nice. But like, when a guy chooses a girl, everyone, he's the worst. Hate. Tomato. Hate on them. Where's that energy for Tanya? Where's that energy for Olivia? Like, the guys don't do that. And it's just like, okay, yeah, like, they're little pieces of, shit. But like, it goes to the extreme. Like, every girl had to pie Casey. Yeah. Then the boys have to pie Rosie. Like, it's just like, come on, guys. Like, he's allowed to change his mind. They've only been together for a few weeks. Like,
and I genuinely feel like, yes, maybe he didn't handle this the right way, and maybe he should have been more direct.
Yeah.
But you can't deny the fact that this boy is sitting in like pain. Like, you can tell he's
about to cry.
Oh yeah, talking to Tom and Will, like, he was definitely tearing up, and I think they read that.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know their motive, and I wish they apologized a little bit more. Like, they were just like, I'm sorry. I wish they explained why they did that. Like, maybe they were just, you know what I mean?
I think that they know the public is going to hate on the person who just mugged off the girl, and they want to be like on the right side of history, genuinely.
Do you think?
There's no other reason.
I can't imagine when you're in there making these friendships that you're still thinking about the game.
Especially
like, what
the
kind
boys.
of human does that, though?
But like these people are thirst monsters. Like they want to be on the show for the notoriety and the Instagram followers. Like,
but don't they want to be a genuine human? Like I actually don't understand. I can't imagine that you chose that again.
I know,
but I know people think like that. So
I know it is hard to say. It's like a mean thing of me to say. Because I do genuinely think they love Casey. Like, I think they have a genuine friendship, the three of them, Tom, Casey, and Will. But I just can't understand why they would, like, make, like, Casey the bad guy even more than he is already.
I know.
And,
you don't
and
need
he
to
is
kick a
very
man while
clearly
he's
the
down.
bad guy. You know what I mean? We could have maybe diverted attention. Like,
exactly.
I didn't understand that. I felt for Casey in that. I think this was his worst fear realized. Like, Casey 1000% handled this wrong. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he is allowed to change. He's like, this is my feelings. Like when he was talking to Claudia, he's like, it's just how I feel. Like, what is he supposed to pretend to like Claudia when he doesn't? Because it's nicer? Like at the end of the day, he is allowed to not like Claudia. Like if someone came in that he likes better, he's allowed to do that. I do wish he handled it differently. He handled it in the worst way possible. And I
know, but like what would, it's like, you know, it's a lose-lose battle. So I feel like, would it be worse if she came right in and then dumped Claudia right away? And it's like, you're going to discard me like that? But then like, I think it was to Claudia's defense, which is the fight is next, where she was like, you pulled away. Like, it's not about you talking to Rosie. It's that you didn't talk to me. Mm-hmm. So that was the shit. Like he's a ghoster. He's a distancer. He tried to avoid. He's a avoider. Mm-hmm. So he avoided any kind of what's it called? Confrontation. With Claudia. He didn't want to deal with it. Guys don't want to deal with that shit. Like some guys really don't.
Yeah.
And they're bad at that. Mm-hmm. And he just avoided. And yes, I think he handled that really bad. And I'm feeling really bad for him because I feel like his genuine heart is there, which is what I'm trying to like relate back to Tom. Like you didn't feel that with Ron. Sorry, not Tom, Ron.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't feel like that, like, oh my God, actual genuine remorse. It was just like, I'm having fun. And
exactly.
I'll get back to her when I want.
Exactly.
But like, I think what Casey really should have done was just not lie to himself that anything was there with Claudia at all. Like talking back from Casa.
Agreed.
Like, I think if he had just brought someone back from Casa, it would have been like, oh, we were together for 2 days. Like, that's what he should have done in hindsight.
Totally.
Hindsight's 2020, but that would have put him off in the bet. Because it was never there for him with Claudia.
Yeah.
It was just convenient. So I think that would have been his best way out. And then if he and the Casa girl didn't work, it's like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean?
I agree completely. But I think it was over before it began. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe he didn't want chaos, or like he didn't want the come down of coming back with someone. So he stayed with Claudia as the easy side, but then you're like leading her on. She's so valid in her reasons. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. We didn't get a preview next on, so it kind of just left in the fight where he finally was like, I didn't want to hurt you, but I think the connection is stronger. Like, you want me to say it like it is, and here it fucking is.
Yeah.
I think he was getting really annoyed by what she was saying, even though like I get what she was saying.
But like she was right. She was like, you weren't deciding. You knew. But Claudia, if that's true, and she's like, I knew you knew. But Claudia, if that's true, like, why don't you just go up to him then? I don't know. I don't want to blame Claudia because Casey really is in the wrong. But
it's a hard situation. Yeah. I just feel like it was a lose-lose situation on both parts.
Yeah. They're both going to be upset.
Yeah.
For different reasons.
And I pray, I mean, her definitely Love Island experience is she might be Amy and like leave.
Yeah.
If she's not voted off yet.
Someone's got to go.
Where's the public vote, man?
Someone's got to go. It's too many people in that villa.
It should have been a public vote today. Like at the end of this.
And there's no like vote. So that means that I wonder what's going to happen. Someone's got to go this week.
Yeah, and I feel like it might be Claudia and whatever.
Casey?
No, Keenan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it will. Because Casey and Rosie are stronger.
Right.
Like have potential. Even though I really don't I just feel like they would probably like have a one night stand together in real life and then dip. Like there's nothing more there but then sexual. They just want
Yeah. Yeah. That's what Sammy said too.
Yeah. Oh, right.
She was like, it's just attraction. So that it must be like palpable sexual tension.
Totally. And you could see it.
Uh-huh.
Like, they're not leaving each other's side. They just need to like do the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be moved on. Like, they're not together in real life. No. I do not see them meshing. They're just like two hot people.
Yeah.
So I guess that's all we have. That's all she wrote for these 2 episodes.
Crazy
that like we just did 2 episodes and it's like this short. Like, we have nothing left to talk about.
Nothing happened. That's why people have to start leaving. Like, start getting these people
Weird
out.
that they didn't do a public vote. Like, why aren't they giving us that?
I don't know.
We've had one.
Exactly. And usually, like, I feel like it's like when I'm watching other seasons, it feels like it's every other episode. It's a public vote.
So true.
So, like, what's happening with that? Rigged.
Holy
I just
shit.
want them to send someone home. Just give me a little something, a little drama.
I know. I'd love it if Claudia and Keenan like kindled something, but I don't think it's happening. I really like him, actually. I feel like if I was in the villa, I know I say this about every guy who walks in, but like I feel like I would be attracted to his energy.
Yeah,
I'd be attracted to Casey, but then I would kind of pick up. I'm not in the market for a fuck boy.
Right.
So I would kind of like skirt past that and go to the nice guy where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like Keenan is giving really good vibes.
Yeah, he's giving nice guy.
He'd be such a good boyfriend.
Yeah. It's easy to be nice guy though when like
Casey's a scum.
Also he's coming in as the hero.
Yeah.
Like Casey was the nice guy for
True.
Lana. It's like die the hero or live long enough to be the villain.
That is the name of this episode, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's so true.
Holy shit, that is exactly what just happened to Casey.
Totally. And I swear if you gave probably all those boys enough time in there, you know, they're becoming the villain. Even Casey said Casey the villain, like he feels that happening to him.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Brutal.
Okay, guys, so I guess we'll see you tomorrow to see what happens. We were giving nothing, so we have nothing to suspect. Yeah, true. Thank you guys all for listening to Fire Pit Chat, your daily dose of all things Love Island. I'm your host, Demi, and this is Jasmine, and we appreciate you listening. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to leave us a 5-star review and share with your fellow island lover, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.